Not gonna lie, I am struggling. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm starting the video from a different angle right now because I don't know, I just wanted to start from the floor today. I don't know. But anyways, welcome back. Also, I see why a lot of like YouTubers, they're always like, oh, welcome back. And if you're new here, you know, with the little tagline. Because I'm like, wait, I was editing some of my videos and like watching them back. And I'm like, oh, wait, like, what if they're not... What if they're not, like, they weren't here the whole time? But yeah, so welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Chanel and I'm a self-taught fashion designer. And I'm basically like, you know, my channel is about me making cute dresses. I don't have a specific tagline in my head yet, but basically I make cute dresses. I specialize in, you know, dresses like this, mostly inspired by like shoujo and kpop and like other media that I consume, but most of the concepts are like very coquette, shabby chic, like, you know. But yeah, I was like, oh, like, what if they're like actually new here? And I guess because I was making these videos thinking like, oh, no one's gonna watch them, and then people are actually watching them, so I'm like, oh, okay. But yes, in today's video though, it's not a studio vlog, it's a sewing vlog, woo, because we are finally doing my friend's final dress for her 30th birthday. This is like the final draft, like this is the dress, the vlog of the dress. In my studio vlog, you got to see me like kind of going through a little bit of the design process and the drafting and the fitting, but this entire vlog is the vlog of me making her the final form. So I don't want this intro to be too super long because the dress is going to span over 4 days. So this video will span over 4 days. So yeah, I want the intro to be super short, but day one, which is today, it's pretty boring. Like I'm just printing everything out, piecing the pattern together, cutting the pattern pieces out, and then I'm going to serge every piece. And then day 2 is the bodice. Day 3 is the skirt and putting the skirt onto the bodice. And the final day is finishing. It's like cleaning it up, the zipper, hem, all that good stuff. And then we'll see it finally at the end. So I don't want the intro opening cut to be like super too long. I know we're at like 3 minutes right now and I be yapping away because when I was editing my videos, I'm like, oh my God, I'm yapping away. But not this time. The other times it was okay, but not this time. Also, in my 4th studio vlog, or I don't remember what number, but the one where I got this microphone, I was like, oh, you can like hear me moving it around with my hand. So I put my microphone onto Hinata. Hi, cute. You guys see? He's so cute. He's gonna be our special guest because I don't have anything else to put my microphone on. I know you're supposed to like put it on your like clothes and whatnot, but let's just have Hinata as like our special little guest for now, you know? And yeah, so like I said, I don't want the intro to be too long. We already have a lot going on. And yes, let's get this started. Also, her birthday theme, I did want to talk about her birthday theme. The theme of her birthday is a BTS album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. Have you guys, I mean, 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this channel, like I said, I'm a K-pop stan, so 9 times out of 10, you are probably too. So I know you know what I'm talking about, but that was like her theme. So like, you know, springtime, the butterflies, you know, if you know the album, you already know, but that's the theme for like her whole birthday. So the dress is very spring themed, and I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, florals for spring? So original.
I was thinking I could florals for spring. Groundbreaking.
You guys seen the Devil Wears Prada. But listen, okay? I don't care. It's cute. Florals never go out of style. They never go out of style. So yes, it's florals. It's springtime. It's just so cute. It's so cute. And I think she has such a cute theme. Like I said, I don't want this opening to be super long because this video spans over 4 days. And it's already too long. It's 6 minutes long. So let me stop the yapper and let's get started on her dress. I'll be checking in, clocking in and out, talking to you guys also, because I was like, I want to put more clips of me like actually talking. I know I usually do the clips where I like have the captions at the bottom while I'm like doing stuff, but I want to be more, you know, like, oh yeah, like that's what I'm doing. But anyways, bye guys, let's get started. Welcome to day 2 of my sewing vlog for my friend's 30th birthday dress. So yesterday I was supposed to print the pattern, piece it together, and cut it out. I did. Oh, and I was supposed to serge all the pieces. So I think I did everything but serge all of the pieces. So I got it all cut out. It's all here. I don't know if you guys can see it in the shot. The whole shell is cut out. So now I just still have to cut the lining out, which is nothing because only the bodice has lining. And then what else? We have to cut the lining out. We have to serge all the pieces I was supposed to do last night. And then day 2 today, I'm just doing the bodice. So I just want to get the bodice fully done. The bodice is fully lined and it's boned at the front. At the front princess seams, it has boning in it. And I'm using I'll show you guys like when I get there, but I'm using the seam allowance as the boning channel. But that's where we're at today on day 2. And I didn't really film a lot of what I was doing yesterday because like I don't think I got any footage except for me piecing the pattern together. I was like, this is kind of boring. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys like seeing that, because I did put that in a studio vlog. I think the first one of me piecing it together and cutting it out or whatever. You guys are going to get to see me cut out the lining part, but it really wasn't anything going on much yesterday. Just basically prepping myself to start actually sewing today. So what else? Well, actually, I guess some of the footage could have been kind of cute because yesterday, 7 came back. Their comeback was yesterday. And so I basically had like a little jam out session while I was cutting this whole pattern. So that would have been like cute footage, but it was just me literally dancing around and cutting all of the stuff out. But that's where we're at. We're at the bodice. Well, we're at the cutting of the lining, serging, and then we're going to try to completely finish the bodice today. Hopefully I can get it done before the sun goes down. It's 12:45 right now, so that means I have probably like 3.5 hours before the sun is completely just gone. But if not, if I can't get it done before, if we don't have any more daylight left, I'll just show you guys in the next day where we're at with the bodice piece. So yes, let's get that started. just finished serging all the pieces. It's basically 2 o'clock now, so it took me about an hour as I suspected. It wasn't too bad because I ended up not serging the lining pieces, which is made out of stretch satin. And I ended up not serging these pieces because a lot of the times for me, when I'm working with these lighter weight fabrics, my serger is too aggressive with the fabrics and it starts pulling. And when I went to go do the first piece, it started pulling and I don't want that. So I just decided not to serge them at all, and I'm just going to. A better way or alternative is to use pinking shears on lighter weight fabrics, because although you don't see the inside of a garment most of the time, I like for my garments to look professionally made inside and out. So that's also why I serge all the pieces before I go in and sew them all together so that they have that more professional look. Although it does take more time, but I think it's worth it in the end. Also, I feel like the garments that I serge, where I serge all the pieces, I feel like personally they last longer. And obviously I want this garment to last longer because it's my friend's 30th birthday dress and I'm pretty sure she's gonna have this dress for the rest of her life. So I obviously want it to last long and she's paying for it. So I want it to be in its best quality. So that's why I like to serge all my pieces. Even when I make my own garments, most of the time I serge all my pieces, unless it's something where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear this and probably not wear it again and it's just gonna be like my archive, then I'll just make it whatever. But so I finished serging all the pieces, so that's where we are right now. And now we're gonna get started on sewing the actual bodice together. Hopefully we can get this done today and I don't like stop and start doom scrolling or whatever. I just want to get it done today because the skirt tomorrow is, the skirt is just, it's not that bad, but it's the ruffling. It's the gathering and the ruffling that takes up so much time, and it's a big skirt. It's pretty, the hem is pretty big and it's ruffled all the way around the hem and the sides are ruffled. So I need the bodice to be completely done to completion today. Not like, oh, I didn't do a little bit, so I have to do some today and do the skirt. No. So like I said, if I'm not done by the time the sun goes down, I'll show you guys in the clip of the start of tomorrow where we are with the bodice. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. We're pretty good on time. It's only 2 o'clock. I'm gonna get some water. Hey guys, it's day 3 of making my friend's birthday dress for her 30th birthday, and this is what we have so far. I'm so happy about this. I did post like a little tiny preview of it on my story on my Instagram, and my friend saw it and she was like, oh my god, is that my dress? Oh my god. So yeah, I am really happy about what I have so far. I'm gonna bring you guys in closer in a second, but 2 things did change while I was in the middle of this project. One, I ended up not doing boning in these seams here because it was messing with like the integrity of the stitching, and I was just like, no, because it wasn't even in the original design. Like, I originally was not planning on boning it. Boning would have just been like a nice little touch, but it's not necessary. So it was messing with like I didn't like how the stitching to get the channels made. I did not like seeing that there on the fabric. It was like, I don't like it. And I think it's because this fabric is so, it is busy. It's busy. It's like a busier fabric. And then you put those just stark solid lines on it, and I'm like, oof, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So yeah, I just didn't bone it. If she puts it on and she's like, ooh, it needs a little boning, then yeah, but I kind of like it how it is right now. So I'm just gonna see like what she says after, because it's gonna be done way before her birthday party is set. So I always like make sure I have at least a week for edits. Like, they come and do their final fit and they're like, oh, like, I still want this little higher or lower, anything. Just another week, extra week for edits. So yeah, but so far I'm really happy about it. I wanted to get this opening shot of day 3 in because I am starting a little late today on day 3. It's 1:52, so it's 2 o'clock, and I usually start at 12, or try to start at 12, at least sometimes before 12, but if not, at 12. So I'm starting kind of late, but I am only doing the skirt portion for today, which is great, because the skirt, like I said, I think I said yesterday, the skirt ruffle, it be taking me out. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's a big skirt, so the hem is long and the entire hem is ruffled. Like, it has a ruffle piece attached onto it. So yeah, but I think that I'm going to hem the ruffle before I start ruffling it and attach it. I thought of that last night, like, that would probably be a better idea. So start with the hemming first. Just start at the end and then attach it on. So that way it's already hemmed. I don't have to go in at the end of the dress and then hem that long ruffle. And then it's all, once you ruffle it up, it's all like bunched up. So you gotta like, no, just no. Just do it while it's still straight and not like gathered. But yeah, this is where we are. And we're gonna start on the skirt on this day 3. This is the final like heavy sewing day. Day 4, tomorrow, is just cleaning and editing, adding the zipper and the bow, like the final like little touches. And I'm still kind of unsure about the bow. I don't know if I do like this size bow or something more smaller and like daintier. I'm not super sure. I think I'm gonna ask her opinion on it. But for me personally, I kind of like this bow, even though I did not intend for it to be this one. I do like it, so I'm not sure. But it'll also be the color of this like background. It'll be more like creamy off-white and not like this color, even though I like this color. But this was just a test bow, and I was like, oh, I kind of like that. But so yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys in a little closer just so you can see. But the bodice is completely done. I'm so happy. There was no like, I didn't stop and like doom scroll. I barely even checked my phone. I just went all the way through. It's like the lining is set in there and everything. So let me bring you guys closer. Come here. Let me see if I can get you. Okay. All right, so this is up close of the bodice. She's looking pretty good. I don't even know if this is like in focus. I hope it is, but this is how she's looking so far. And yeah, I'm in love. She's so cute. Even like the cuffs. Originally, I was asking her if she wanted to keep the cuffs or get rid of them, and I'm glad we kept them. So yes, that's where we are up close. Okay, yeah, so that's where we are. I know this clip is like super long because I'm feeling a little chatty today, but yes, that was the bodice, and now we're gonna start on the end, which is the skirt. So it shouldn't be too crazy, honestly, even though I only have like 2 hours of sunlight left. I don't think it's gonna take me that long because that's all I'm doing is the skirt today. And I think I'm also realizing through this project, I like this spaced out like this because it makes the task not daunting. I remember in studio vlog either 1 or 2, I'm talking about how I usually do my projects. Like I'll cut it out one day and sew the entire thing in one day. I kind of like it like this because it makes it less daunting when I know like, oh, the only thing I have to do today is sew the skirt and attach it onto the bodice. I'm more likely to just do it because it's like, oh, that's all you have to do, girl. So I like it. And it's more enjoyable. It's a more enjoyable sewing experience because I'm not like panicked to finish. I really am enjoying this experience. I don't know if you guys can tell the footage, like it's just good. It's just everything about it. I'm just in love right now. So yeah, let me stop yapping because this video probably already 40,000 years long and I'm getting hot. It's supposed to be like 10 degrees outside, which we have the heat, so we have to heat up a little bit, but I'm actually hot. But anyways, stop the yapping. Let's get started on the skirt. Not gonna lie, I am struggling a little bit. I am struggling right now. Should I put the mic in? No, we don't have time for that. But it's 6:45, still on day 3. And this ruffle is taking me out once again. This ruffle is no joke. It's no joke. And I'm glad that I made this skirt its own day because I'm struggling. Yeah, I just took a long break because I started the ruffle like it's like halfway pinned. So I still have to sew it on. Guys, I still have to sew it on, and then I have to gather the skirt like at the waistline. Gather that and then sew that onto the bodice, and that will get us up to where we're supposed to be at the end of day 3. I just drank a half of another Alani. I don't want to drink the whole thing because I want to go to bed. Even though I also want to watch The Heart Killers. Today is Wednesday and the new episode is up. So I'm just like, ugh. And I don't want to like turn it on and then I'm doing this. I want to like give it my full attention. So I'm trying to get through this. But this ruffle is crazy. Like, yeah, I took a break. I ate. Oh, and we put the lights up. First batch of like flower lights. Because I want this whole wall to be all flowers. Like light up flowers. And we put the first batch up. I had to order some more. I just wanted to see, like, you know, how many I would need. But yeah, we're back to the ruffle. She's taking me out. Let's see if I can like get through the night though. Welcome to day 4. So I think in the last clip I showed, I was like saying how the ruffle was like taking me out or whatever, and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to finish, but I did. I actually did everything. I sewed all the gathers, all the ruffles. I gathered the skirt and I attached the skirt onto the bodice. So we're at the like, you know, what do they say in baseball? Like the winning stretch. And today, day 4, is the final day. So that means that I'm only doing finishings and cleaning. So the zipper, picking out all the gathering stitches that are showing, top stitching the ruffle, because I want the ruffle to stay like when you top stitch it, it'll help it stay in position instead of flipping around. And then what else am I supposed to be doing today? So I have like a whole list. Of course, cutting all the loose threads, pressing, which you press as you go. Well, I press as I go, so I don't have to do like all the pressing at the end, and it's easier to get to some of the seams if you press as you go. What else? And hand stitching the lining to the bodice, like at the waist, you have to hand stitch that. Unless you don't mind the top stitch to show, then you could just like top stitch it with your machine, but I don't think I want it to show. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to be pretty much done after today. I don't want to show the progress of the dress because I feel like if I show it now, it's pretty much spoiling the end because it's pretty much done. Really, I just need to clean it up, put the zipper in and close everything up. But yeah, so I don't want to show it. I'm looking at it now and I just, it's definitely one of my better works. Not saying, of course, like, you know, but you know what I mean? Like, it's the way that I really took my time with this project. I think it came out really, really well. Like, I'm extremely happy with it. I hope that she loves it. Even some of the things that I was like a little bit worried about came out really, really, really good. So I'm feeling really, really good about this one. And that's the thing about like commissions. Sometimes they can be a little bit like nerve-wracking for me because I'm always like, oh, like, what if they don't like it? Or what if I didn't do a good job or whatever? But this time it came out basically perfect. Like, it's nearly perfect. Of course, to the artist, there's always something where like, oh, this could have been better. But this one, in my mind, for the first time, I think in a long time, this is like near perfect to me. So yeah, but it's 12:50 now. I'm actually not starting late. I did start at 12 o'clock today, but I didn't film all of that because I was just trying to find the perfect ribbon for the bodice. So there's a bow in the middle of the sweetheart like neckline. And I've been just sitting here for like the past 40 minutes looking at different bows and different colors. And I even asked my fiance, like, which one do you think looks better? Just trying to pick out a bow for 40 minutes, picking out a ribbon color. So that's what I was doing for that whole like first 40 minutes. I think I found it. So I'm going to order that. I'm going to order her a dress bag. So I want her dress to come in like a nice like bag or whatever. But yeah, so that's where we are. Final day is just cleaning. I don't know how much of that like I'm gonna film. I feel like I've been yapping away in this video. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut a lot of stuff out, but I just wanted to get as much like filmed as possible. But yeah, I don't know how much of the cleaning portion I'm gonna film. Like, it's kind of boring. It's kind of the boring stuff. And like I said, like, I don't want to spoil the dress because it's pretty much done. So we'll see what clips I get in after this, and then we'll see the final, what it finally looks like. So excited. But okay, yeah, let me get started on the cleaning. All right, so I think that's it. Today is literally the final day. My friend is coming to pick up her dress, and like she should be here in like maybe 30 minutes. And I just finished taking about 2,223 photos of this dress and videos, because this is definitely my best project yet. Like, I don't even want to say like, oh, probably. No, it definitely is. Just everything about it, even down to like craftsmanship. I think that this is like my peak performance. Also, I found out a lot of things about just like the way that I am able to work better through this project. I feel like me cutting it up into like so many different days and dedicating one day to one part of the garment made it come out even more, even though that sounds like, you know, like common sense, I fear. But yeah, just the craftsmanship of the whole garment, like the stitching, everything about it. I also wanted to talk about how much time this actually took. This was the first time that I actually timed myself to see how much time are these garments like actually taking me, because that also helps you learn how to like price and learn how to break up the garment into a better, like for a better timeline. And this dress, outside of the designing process, like the fittings, drafting like the first draft of the pattern and all that, outside of that, like actual time spent making the final garment only took 32 hours. So in total, I probably spent like 40 hours on this one dress. So that was like kind of eye-opening for me, because I've never actually timed how long it takes me to make one garment. I'm just like doing whatever it is that I'm doing, and that's it. I'm not really thinking too much about it. So I didn't realize how long it's actually taking me to make these garments. And that's really important, like I said, because it helps you, one, time it out, you know, better. Like for me, it would help understanding like what the timeline is for making these garments. I don't know how to say what I'm saying, but also the bigger thing is it helps you price these things out, because, you know, as a designer, if you make clothes or whatever it is that you do, you should be timing it out, because we have to get paid like a livable wage. But I didn't realize that, yeah, this took me as long as it did. It didn't feel like 40 hours because it's broken up into so many different days. But yes, this making it alone, the final part alone, took 32 hours. So today when she comes and picks it up, this is the bow that I chose. So I don't know if this is going to be like the final bow that's on there, because I'm also going to try to get footage of her in it at the party. But this is the bow to me that I liked, but I do have another bow in a different color that's smaller, and there's one like on the back here. Those are like her options. I'm going to let her choose. Me sewing the bow onto the bodice only takes like, like 5 minutes. But yeah, she's coming to pick it up now, and I'm like so excited, and I hope that there's no more edits. I hope that it fits properly and everything sits the way it should. It should, because the fitting, as far as the fit, went very well. Like we didn't have to like take it in or pull anything out. So it should be perfect as far as the fit. But she was definitely right about the cuff. Originally, I was going to take this cuff off. I'm glad that I didn't. It's a really nice touch. It's so pretty. I'm just in awe of this dress. I keep yapping. This cut is probably going to be forever once again, but I really am in awe of this dress. I'm glad that I got photos and like footage of it, because that's another thing I need to work on being a little bit better at, is recording the garments that I'm making. I don't really do that, especially if it's not like for me. The ones that are for me, there's more like videos, but there's no pictures. Like I don't have like a photographic portfolio of like everything that I've ever made, even my commissions. Like I don't have any photos of barely any of them. So I was like, I need to do better at that. I'm not too mad about it, because anything that I previously done, I would say probably like maybe in the last year, that was the stuff that I probably should have documented. But anything beyond that, I'm like, to me personally, I just feel like I wasn't that great, like skill wise anyway. I know I know I shouldn't be saying that, but that's the truth. But yeah, this, yes, I had to document. So this is probably the first garment that I've documented enough to actually put it in a portfolio. So I'm really happy about that. Like I'm just happy. And I also felt really good while I was making this dress. And that's like rare form, because yes, I love the whole process. I love everything about like fashion design and everything. But sometimes I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed by my need for perfection. And I do like start to psych myself out. And the commission process starts to not be an enjoyable process. You know what I mean? Like if I'm making it for myself, I'm always enjoying it, because there's no expectation. It's for me, you know what I mean? But if it's for somebody else, I'm feeling like, oh my God, like what if this is not good enough? Or what if something happens or whatever? And I've had a few clients, most of my clients are like my close friends. And I've had a few clients where it's like, they're like, no girl, you're good. And that helps during the process. But this is the first time where I felt confident. Like, no, this is amazing. Like this actually did really good. So the whole time I was making it, I felt really good about it. And I think that shows in the work as well. Like I was exhilarated while I was making this. Like I was having fun. And also I think that could also be because I timed it out so perfectly too. Like I gave it an actual timeline. Like I said, it was more structured when I was making this. So yeah, it was just eye-opening. I learned a lot about myself as a designer through this garment, and I'm really happy with it. Like I'm really happy, and I hope, because it's obviously not for me, it's for a client, and I hope that she loves it as much as I do. Hopefully everything goes well. And yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching so much. Also, thank you for, I think I'm at 150 subscribers. That's actually insane, because I think at the beginning of this video, I was saying I had like 50. So I was like, oh my God, I was happy about that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments, because I've been getting a lot of like encouraging comments from people that I don't even know. And I think that's so cool. And yes, there's going to be more sewing vlogs like this, like more vlogs that are just dedicated to me sewing or special sewing projects. There's a lot of sewing projects that I want to do. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself with work, but I kind of want to bump it up to 2 videos a week, like 1 studio vlog and then 1 of these like special sewing vlogs. But I'm not sure how that's going to work out, because that would mean I would have to be doing like a special project every like week, which is kind of pushing it, especially with everything I have going on right now. But there's definitely going to be more of these like sewing vlogs of special projects and other projects. So I've decided that I would probably be putting any other like special project up on my Depop, because a lot of the times I don't wear those projects more than once and they kind of going to waste. Like my concert outfits, that's the next special project that will have its own sewing vlog. I'm recreating Winter from aespa's stage costume for the aespa concert, and I'm like, after I wear these concert outfits, I just like chuck them in a box somewhere, and they're just not never like to be seen again. So I think I'm gonna put them like up on Depop so somebody else can like enjoy it. So all the special projects, except the ones that I obviously like, stuff like this is not mine, and things that I really want to keep, I'll probably be putting up on Depop, because there's like the winter costume. Anyways, I'm yapping too much. I'm yapping on, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for commenting. And yeah, I love it. I'm so happy. I'm really happy about this. Bye guys.